الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا We're here to say not only shame on Modi, who masquerades as the leader of a democracy, but a person committed to genocide. We say first and foremost, anyone who's committed to genocide, anyone who's committed to ethnic cleansing, no matter what their religion. So as we said, we condemn everyone, regardless of their religion, their creed, race or ethnicity, who is for murder, who is for genocide, who is for cultural extermination. The shame, though, is not just on Modi. The shame is on our country. The shame is on Silicon Valley. They would not invite a representative of ISIS here. We all know that. They wouldn't celebrate someone who works to exterminate other people. They wouldn't invite a representative of a Mexican drug cartel that's orchestrating murder and pogroms against innocent people. So our question is, why is Silicon Valley, why is the United States inviting Modi here, inviting someone who orchestrated genocidal campaigns, not just against the Muslims, against the Sikhs of India, against the Christians of India, against the Buddhists of India? Why would they invite someone who is committed to genocide, committed to ethnic cleansing, committed to extinguishing the cultural heritage of the Muslim community in India, of the Christian community in India, of the Sikh community in India? That is our question. And this is a question we ask our government. This is a question we ask Silicon Valley. Why is this genocidal murder, why is his picture hanging on the SAP Center? We wouldn't have a picture of someone, a leader of ISIS, on the SAP Center. We wouldn't have a picture of a leader of one of the Mexican drug cartels on the SAP Center as an honored guest. So why is Modi an honored guest? Is it just about money? Is it just about influence? Is it just about politics and votes? We say no to that kind of politics. We say no to that sort of economic influence. And we say yes to the poor people of India. We say yes to the disenfranchised community of India. We say yes to those people who are suffering on the receiving end of the genocidal campaign that's been launched by not only Modi, but the party that he represents. Brothers and sisters, we have to raise our voices. We have to protest, but most importantly, we have to organize. We have to unify our ranks as we see this unified front of many communities, many religious communities, many ethnic communities joining together in one voice to say shame on Modi. Shame, 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 Modi. 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 We also say shame on Silicon Valley. Shame on our government. If Modi's visa was revoked when he wasn't Prime Minister, it should remain revoked, because the leader of a state that's committed to genocide should be no different than the leader of a party committed to genocide. We're saying essentially, if Adolf Hitler was not the leader of Germany, his visa would be revoked. But when he becomes the Prime Minister, when he becomes the Führer, he's welcome. We would say that's absurd. But it's also absurd that someone who consciously participated in a genocidal campaign that left thousands of innocent people dead should be treated as any other criminal. Should be treated as any other criminal. So we have to unite, as this sign says, those who are from the Hindu community, the Jain community, the Buddhist community, the Sikh community, the Christian community, and those of us from the Muslim community who are for the people and for unity and for cooperation and for living in a state where everyone's rights are respected, where everyone can feel that they are protected and have equal protection under the law. We have to unite, bring our voices together, bring our votes together, our influence together, and make those who would allow killers into our country to hold them accountable, And that's the only time we'll begin to see visas revoked for criminals such as this criminal Modi, for murderers such as this murderer, for orchestrators of genocide such as this orchestrator of genocide. And the American people should be aware of this and should withdraw our support from anyone, no matter who they represent. As we said, if they're Muslim, they're just as guilty. We should have equal opportunity condemnation of murderers, of genocidal murderers, no matter who they are. But here we're gathered to protest this particular murderer, this particular architect of genocide, as one voice. As you can see, many different communities, one voice, one message, that the appearance of Modi is unconscionable, and it is un-American, and it is unacceptable. And we're here to say that and to tell our fellow citizens and to unite with others who share that message. Brothers and sisters, we, in conclusion, we are trying to build a world of cooperation. We're trying to build a world where these terrible weapons, nuclear weapons, and other weapons of mass destruction will not be used against those we oppose, will not be used against those who might have a different religion, will not be used against those who might be from a different economic class or caste, will not be used against those we differ with. We're trying to build a world where we can talk with each other, where we can uplift each other, where we can share and cooperate with each other. And those like Modi are trying to build a different sort of world, a world that will take us backwards to the days of sectarian violence, to the days of communal and sponsored genocide. We don't want that world, because that is not a world our children can live in. That is a world that places our children and the future of our children at stake. We want a world where our children can come together as a human family, can discuss our issues and resolve our problems through peaceful, diplomatic negotiations and not through war and violence and genocide. That's what we stand for, cooperation and not condemnation. We stand for communal harmony and not communal genocide. We stand for coming together to solve our problems and not working in isolation as separate, segregated communities to exacerbate and create new problems. The world of genocide, the world of violence, the world of non-cooperation is the world that Modi represents, and we believe that this is an un-American type of world. This is an undemocratic type of world. We represent something else, and we're here to raise our voices to tell our fellow citizens that we represent something else, and anything else is shameful. It is shameful, it is unacceptable, it is wrong. Shame, shame, Modi!
Shame, shame, Modi! Shame, shame, Modi!